A lot of whack business has been happening in the past 24 hours. Revolving around Pokimane, mainly revolving around Pokimane. And if you guys don't know, I am a little bit of a Pokimane simp. I've talked about this maybe too much. I want to see how many months I've been subbed to her in her chat real fast so I can give some context. Oh, she's live right now. Why am I streaming when I could be watching Pokimane? The fuck am I doing when I could be just watching Pokimane right now? That's so silly of me. Yeah, this is real. No, I'm not capping. It's 15 months. I've been subbed to Pokimane for 15 motherfucking months. It was like a running joke. I thought it would stop after a year. It didn't. They went to 15 months gifting me subs to Pokimane over and over and over again every single year. So if I ever sub to her again, I'm gonna have that like 1.5 year fucking badge in her chat or some shit like that. I'm just saying, I'm kind of like the #1 Pokimane simp. I'm up there. I'm up there. Unironically, I'm up there with some of her longest time supporters, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, I'm a bit of a Pokimane simp. I am. You know, I'll admit it. She's been going through some shit lately though, on Twitter and on Twitch. A lot of shit. She actually privated her Twitter account. Now, I don't follow her on Twitch, but I do follow her on Twitter. I do. And so I still follow her despite her account being... Dude, sorry, I just saw a tweet on my timeline that I'll hold off until later. This is so headache-inducing. This whole situation is so fucking headache-inducing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Some of the dumbest or intentionally stupid motherfuckers on this planet are talking right now on Twitter. If I open up Pokimane's Twitter account, you can see she actually is privated here. She doesn't follow me back. I wonder, I don't know why. I don't know why that's, not the case. I've been a longtime supporter of her, as you guys can see. I don't know if I want to show that tweet, but whatever. You can see, like, she privated her Twitter account, and she's making these kind of vague tweets about, like, misogyny or sexism or just random incels. So there's this streamer who goes by the name of Jidion, or I guess he's a YouTube prankster, a TikTok man, YouTube prankster, and he's streaming on Twitch, right? He's streaming on Twitch, and he just goes off on Pokimane. He just randomly fucking goes off on Pokimane for an... listen. Pokimane, there's reason to critique her in some cases. She's done some wacky things, especially when related to copyright issues. Not just her restreaming content, but also claiming other content creators on YouTube back in the day. There's certainly, like, some level of, like, hey, remember that time she did that? Sure, whatever. But Pokimane was sitting here playing Valorant, okay? She's sitting here just streaming herself play fucking Valorant. She's not saying anything. She's not doing anything. And this motherfucker opens up his stream and just goes balls to the wall.
From Pokimane, if you're from Pokimane's chat, and you have a penis, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not gonna fuck you, bro.
No!
I don't care how much you donate it. I don't care.
Yeah, she will.
How many hours you watch her, she's not gonna fuck you, bro. She has a man's. Bro, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. But I'm sorry. I'm going to break the fourth wall.
No.
And spoiler alert.
No.
She's getting dicked
Don't
down
do it.
every night
Stop.
by another nigga.
It's not true. So he went off on her just fucking randomly. This alone wouldn't even I'm sure this constitutes some level of harassment on Twitch. I don't know about their policies. They're a bit weird with policies like that. But this alone wouldn't have gotten him banned. And Keemstar tweets this out knowing this is false. I just want to say this. Keemstar gets so many stories wrong. People focus on the big ones. He gets a lot of small things wrong, especially surrounding Twitch. He definitely has a vendetta against this website. I don't blame him. The website's not a great website. But he gets so many fucking stories wrong. Just mildly. But it changes the tone of the story. He says that Jidion was banned for 2 weeks for saying Pokimane has a girlfriend. Or a boyfriend, sorry. An LGBTQ, a gay queen. We stand. That's not true. That's not what happened, actually. You want to know why he got banned? It's because he hate rated her afterwards. He, after going on this rant, rated her and told his chat to fucking spam a bunch of obnoxious bullshit. And of course, his chat of 12-year-olds, they did. Who could have seen this coming? They actually did. No fucking way. No shot. Keemstar wrong? Impossible. It's surprising. It's just like impressive how many things he gets wrong, though. It's like I don't expect him to always be super accurate, but I think he intentionally gets shit wrong. It's annoying. It's really incredibly annoying. Like, I just saw this other tweet on my timeline here. I saw this other tweet. Keemstar pretends that this clip is real. He pretends that Pokimane's actually snorting coke here. And it's not like just a bit. He's like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, he knows it's a fucking bit. I don't understand it. I don't get it, man. It's like you intentionally know this shit is not true, but you tweet it out anyways because it's a juicy story and it furthers whatever narrative you're trying to push. It's super cringe. It's super cringe. Like, of course, Keemstar has not always had the biggest like validity to what he says, the most like fucking credibility in the world. I get that, but like, it's intentional. It's annoying, right? I'd be happier if he just got the story wrong unintentionally because he's stupid. Let me read the replies to this. I want to see if people are like actually level-headed in here. But Pokey is so innocent. Imagine if KSI got caught doing that. Instant cancellation. You have like the lowest IQ in the room, man. The IQ distribution in his replies is crazy. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Just two people posting him saying the N-word in a row. That's cool. That's awesome. All right, that's kind of based. But people are so fucking stupid, man. I know that Keemstar knows it's not real. I know innately that Keemstar knows this shit's a fucking joke, like a skit. I innately know that. It's like the grocery store situation with Amaranth, where Keemstar like adamantly implied that she was saying the N-word. Adamantly, just adamantly kept going at it and at it. And like, he's like, there's no way she didn't mean the N-word. It was a racist rant she went on when she said she's going to the grocery store. Even if you replace the word grocery with the N-word and say N-word store, that makes no fucking logical sense. It doesn't in the sentence. But back in the day, like a year and a half ago, something like that, Keemstar posted all these tweets being like, nah, but she actually said the N-word store. Like, Keemstar innately knows that these things are not true, but he likes to milk them for like drama and content and whatever. And like, I get that he knows that shit's not real, but the people on Twitter who follow him are the dumbest motherfuckers. Like they have the lowest IQ distribution in his Twitter replies, man. And half these people genuinely believe this shit. They actually believe this. Like, it's weird how stupid some people are. It's crazy. Speaking of people who are just genuinely like borderline autistic, either they're borderline autistic or or this is like super high level bait. I'm venturing to guess this is like high level bait. I also got this one on my timeline, right? Yo, money. This shit goes, I thought this was a gag/skit, but upon looking into this, apparently, allegedly, Pokey used to do coke on stream a lot. Just my sources, trust me, I looked into this. Somebody replies, why does it cut off as the end at the end as soon as she goes to snort it? You can see it actually does cut off at the end here. She cuts it up and then she goes down to snort it and the video cuts. Dude replies, I don't know, got the video from someone else. Dude goes, oh, I don't know. It's like I want to believe this is just like a bunch of ironic bait. I actually like fully believe this is fucking bait, but but my God, this is so annoying. Like, I don't know, man. I just got the video from someone else. I don't know what cuts off. It's just, oh man. People on Twitter are just severely mentally ill. I swear to God, people on Twitter are so fucking mentally ill. It's just so bad. Shrugs. I don't know. It's so bad, man. Wow, hate raiding Pokimane and getting banned. Who could have seen this coming? Especially considering the whole hate raid debacle on Twitch has been such a big deal as of recent. Like, who didn't see that coming? I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know who's shocked by this. I don't know, man. Keemstar, very, very cringe. Very cringe on Twitter lately. Like, I mean, he's always cringe on Twitter, but especially lately, he's blatantly cringe. There's always reasons to, like, dislike Keemstar for one thing or another. You know, like, oh, he said the N-word back in the day to Alex on that one racist rant on battle cams. That was pretty cool. That was pretty funny of him. Or, oh, he called that one guy a pedophile falsely once. You know, there's lots of reasons to dislike him that are, like, from years ago and shit. But he's actively, like, spinning shit in a incredibly backwards manner to, like, slander somebody. I don't know, man. I think it's kind of cringe. I think it's kind of a bit cringe. Keem just in a silly, goofy mood. He's in a real... He's acting real silly. He's like that fucking, like, wacky tongue-out emoji right now.
Yo, I've been subbed to you for 10 months out in Tupog.
Yo, add 7 months to that sub counter, and you'll be subbed to me as long as I've been subbed to Pokimane. That's dead real. That's dead fucking real. Holy shit. Keemstar, though, I think he selectively like chooses when to and when not to understand irony. It's really annoying. He like selectively does this shit based on how juicy he wants the story to be. It's just cringe, man. The guy himself who got banned, Jidion, he responded on Twitter like a complete fucking baboon, like a complete jackass. For context, some people were saying this guy's like kind of young because he's 21. He's like a year older than me. And I like to do a little trolling sometimes. I like to do a little funny trolling. We do a little trolling, you know. I like to do a little bit of funny moment. But like this shit is just fucking ridiculous. He tweets out a screenshot of his 14-day suspension. He changed his profile picture to to fucking Pokimane without any makeup on. Obviously he's not very not very introspective about this whole situation. I'd like to say I don't think he really thought about this too hard. So I'm like, what the fuck did you do? This guy goes, sent chatters and to like, it's funny because this is under his own tweet, right? Like even people who follow him are not too happy with his actions. Sent viewers in Bogus chat to harass her to the point where her viewers were getting hate DMs and she had to end stream. Super cringe overall. This is a really base take. This is a really reasonable take, I think. It's not some take of like, he went and harassed Pokimane. It's literally like, she fucking ended her stream. She was doing nothing but playing Valorant. Kind of cringe. When you tell all of those people, like, hey, go do this shit, they're gonna go way overboard, especially when you just went on a rant about Pokimane for like no reason. Of course they're gonna do that. There's just some fucking crackheads online, man. And I made a whole video about this, you know, but people just overdo this shit with Pokimane all the time. All the time they overdo this shit. And it's just annoying to see. It's more so annoying to see because first of all, it invalidates any actual criticism because you make everybody who criticizes these people look like complete fucking incels because that's what you are. You know what I mean? So if anything actually happens, it's going to be, you know, overshadowed by a bunch of fucking incels again, right? And then on top of that, it's just cringe. It's just incredibly cringe. What Jidion was doing here was fairly calculated, I think, to some degree. It was, I mean, it wasn't like sly. He wasn't fucking slick about it. It was pretty much obvious to every streamer what he was doing. I don't know if the viewers noticed, but what he's doing here is he's trying to milk Pokimane for some drama, for some fucking clout, some controversy. He successfully did that. He got a 14-day ban. He's going to come back now with more viewers. That's all he was doing. I mean, I don't think this man has any actual beef with Pokimane. I doubt he does. Who fucking cares enough to have actual beef with Pokimane, right? She's not actually doing anything. It's literally just farming her for clout. It's super fucking cringe. It's the laziest way of doing content on this platform, I think. And it's really, really cringe. The rant he went on about like, hey, if you're a Pokimane viewer, just know she having sex right now. It's like, who is the ideal viewer you're talking to? Because they're probably not in your chat. Like, who are you giving, like, delivering this message to? Who is your ideal person that's gonna be like, no, say it ain't so, she's not having sex, no! Who, motherfucker, who? Like, I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like that, but it's not the vast majority of Pokimane followers. Like, the vast majority of weird simps that I see online in Pokimane's replies are incredibly ironic. And I'm surprised nobody gets it. I'm surprised nobody thinks in their head, oh shit, this is like mad ironic. Like, this is mad sarcastic. You know what I mean? Like, even I was one of those people. Like, my shit got blown out the water when I was being, like, ironically, like, weird in her replies. Or it was Keemstar's replies, wasn't it? Like, even my shit got blown out of the water because people just don't understand irony. People can't fucking detect that shit. I don't know what it is, man. But yeah, no, I think there's very few people who are actually like that. And just a lot of people who are making, like, just funny, wacky jokes. Goofy, wacky jokes. She fucks. Wow, no way. It's like, who gives a shit, man? I just don't understand it. Like her stream isn't like her sitting there being like, Chad, if you donate money, I'll be your girlfriend. It's literally her just like silently playing Valorant. Like she's getting her bag, you know what I mean? But she's not like doing it in a weird way. She's just sitting there. She's not doing fucking anything. Like if you make it weird, that's because you made it weird, not because she did anything weird, you know? It's like the dumbest motherfuckers these days, man. I swear to God. Some of the strangest people. Speaking of strange people and Pokimane, by the way, I want to show you guys an analytic I saw the other day on my my video. So the video I made about Pokimane, I was looking at its analytics earlier, and We gotta talk, boys. We gotta talk about something. One of you is fucking strange, and we need to talk about this. Okay? One of you is adamantly weird as hell. Who is it? Who did this? Who came from the video titled Pokimane's Feet? Be careful if you have foot fetish. Which one of you was watching this video and then came to mine afterwards? Can we talk about this? Which one of you did this? I don't know who did this, but somebody apparently did. This is like one of the #1 traffic sources in terms of recommendations for my video. Is be careful if you have foot fetish. Pokimane's feet. Who doing this? Even videos like this, by the way, even videos like this kind of weird, like, degenerate behavior surrounding Pokimane in no way reflects on Pokimane. I just want to say that. Like, the fact that she stands up on stream and then people clip that shit and are like, Pokimane feet moment. Like, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume she doesn't like that. I'm just going to go out like, oh, I'm going to go wildly, Alex Jones conspiracy theory level here and assume that Pokimane doesn't like when people do that. Because I can't think of many people who would like when people do that. There is this weird group of like degenerate freaks that I've noticed lately that just don't really think before they talk. I think that's a big part of it. They literally don't use their fucking brain. So I follow Amaranth on Twitter. Okay, I don't. I follow Amaranth's alt Twitter account. This is her like personal Twitter right here where she tweets normal things. She sometimes retweets her main shit, but for the most part, it isn't like, hey, I have big tits. It's actually like weird, like business shit. I don't know why, but this is her like tweeting like actual opinions and like weird business level stuff. But she went on this rant the other day. She was getting a bunch of people tweeting at her being like, you're only big on Twitch because you're a woman. And she literally like, she makes a reasonable point here. Overwhelmingly top streamers are men. It's fact. That's an actual fact. You go to the statistics. You actually go to the analytics. Vast majority of top streamers are men. But because a girl is in the cohort, it's because she's hot. It is an interesting point to make. It is a very interesting point to make. Obviously, it's a factor. Certainly, it's a factor. I think that's what she was talking about up here, like the NBA analogy and shit, like being 7 feet tall and all that. Like, yeah, certainly it's a factor, but not everyone who's tall as fuck is in the NBA. Like, it's much more complicated than that. It's way, way, way more complicated than that. And I think people just overgeneralize this shit. They're just like, if you're hot and you stream on Twitch, you get viewer. And that's in no way how it works. It just isn't. I mean, you can scroll down to the bottom of the just chatting category and you'll probably find some women who are like at least somewhat attractive and have no viewers, probably less viewers than me. It's in no way is it ever that simple. Certainly it's a factor in some places. Like, I'm not even going to front with you guys, it's a factor. Actually, attractiveness is a factor no matter who you are. Even if you're a dude, attractiveness is a factor. It's less of a factor to a degree. But like, if you're just like repulsive to look at, people don't want to watch you. If you're like completely repulsive, but it's not that big of a factor. People think it's way bigger than it is, you know? I hate looking at you too, King. Yeah, that's why I'm not bigger on Twitch, because I'm not as attractive. that's actually a thought I've never had in my head. I want to say this right now. I've thought of many reasons why I'm not bigger on Twitch and why I'm not bigger in other platforms. Never once has it been it's because I'm not as attractive. Never once have I had that thought, because I realize that that's just such a small factor. I mean, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't exist, but it's such a small factor, it can easily be overcome by other shit. Like, it's very irrelevant, I think.